So my second question around this why blockchain was, do your customers are asking the same question, or what are your customers asking you, and how are you explaining the benefits to them?
Well, I mean, transparency is number one. That's, I mean, like everyone else said here, trying to go through the ad tech stack is, I mean, like spaghetti. And a good day. I mean, one of the benefits of blockchain too is that imagine if all of the ad tech companies worked from the same sheet of paper. Right? I write something down, they immediately see it. They write something down, I immediately see it. That's the benefit. So, that's what we keep explaining to them, and they're like, oh, okay, yeah, that doesn't suck. Yeah. Yeah, that's what we're, that's that question.
I had one question from Michael Jolly, specifically, like you're one of the businesses here that is trying to move from existing business to a blockchain-based business. When you tell your customers that, like, what do they ask you, or what is your reaction?
First, you have to find someone that actually knows about blockchain. So, 8 out of 10 right now don't have any idea. They hear about it because it's in trade, but they don't really know what it's about. But on the other hand, for the folks that do, the ability to move over to something that can provide complete transparency, can provide zero descriptive transactions for them, is a huge opportunity for them. But they also have to understand that it's not going to change their current process today, the way they actually buy or work today. It is going to change the results. But then you have to get into the explanation of how it's going to take, the adoption, and all that stuff. But they are all very positive on it.
Michael, you probably have a role where you have to kind of go and ask GroupM for budgets to invest in this. Like, how do you sell to them?
I'm actually personally more on the side, but I do have a first-hand experience trying to fix the setup. So you have different versions. If you're in GroupM, collective tech work, every agency has its own version of truth. I have several publishers and intermediate parties also. And so pretty quickly, things get incredibly complex. And you start seeing back and forth, and settle ups like, all right, I'll give you 20% if you give me 10 on this. And I'm not saying this is done on purpose, but at times, this is how this complexity basically drives massive amounts of extra that really doesn't benefit the customer in the end, and frankly doesn't benefit the entire ecosystem. And so this is one of the critical reasons why I really want to get involved. I kind of end up here because it makes such noise inside GroupM that I'm just going to go talk to these guys. So be a squeaky wheel, you two get ahead. But it's the waste that really did drive me nuts. So you sit there, contract come back third time around. Please explain this.
Can I have 5%? Michael.
You want to add anything, Manny or Richard?
I mean, I just think that, it's the edification process. I think a lot of people are just wondering what it is and how to get involved. And that's why I'm a big supporter of the IAB getting involved, because I think there's a lot of standardization and things that need to happen. I mean, we're talking about blockchain, we're talking about currencies, ICOs, and all of this. I mean, could you imagine we still need to make the decision as to what currency we're going to transact upon in advertising that everybody is okay with? But that's a big deal, right? And that's not going to move by just a bunch of people just saying, use mine, use mine, use mine. It's going to be all of us getting together and figuring out how the ecosystem is going to play, in unison with how we're going to transact, not only transact media, but also how we're going to trade the currency that everybody wants their hands to touch, right? So.
Do you want to add anything, Ken?
Sure. I'll add that I guess the industry is our customer, and what we've shown today is Ads.txt Plus is a viable solution. So the technology isn't the problem. We have a people problem because we just need people to use it because it works. So if we can't coordinate amongst ourselves as an industry, we face the same challenges. So the technology works, it's just how it's implemented. And that's why I'm really excited to be a part of the working group, so we can start introducing technology that we develop and coordinate with you guys and get your feedback on it.
I think the collaboration aspect, there was a bunch, in the presentations we had earlier, it was clear that sentiment from Kochava and from various other folks on Kochava level was that collaboration is critical. And of course, IAB is a great place to do that. Frankly, it's the only place at this point, I think, where you can address the full set of challenges. Right? You can set niche challenges inside other groups. We also need to be aware that this is not just advertising, right? So, identity is a critical part of this whole picture, right? And that's not going to be something that's primarily done from an advertising perspective. It's going to happen probably in other areas, maybe government, maybe something. So that's something to bear in mind. And collaboration. Come back to the question: how are we talking about this? I think we're not actually talking, when possible, about blockchain. What we're talking about is our forward marketplace, our first use case. Right? We're trying to sell a product, get the marketplace in. So, but it's such a hot topic right now that it comes up a lot. Right? So we try where possible not to. And we said this, in our statements from the announcement about the working group, that we've got to be careful that the buzz doesn't end up taking over and going down the wrong path. Right? So, this kind of activity, the kickoff we'll have later next month, and the ongoing activity we have to really do work like Ken's doing and other groups, bring real use cases to the forefront and actually show value, show that it can provide value, is absolutely critical. That's why I'm excited for the next 3 months, 6 months.
You made a very good point about identity, and I think I just want to add to that it's not just advertising. Like by putting I think you're actually putting media or content monetization on this new technology, and that should bring about the true value of the content as well as the consumer.
Actually, I wanted to add one thing. I actually disagree with Manny, but it's got to be a little bit of a fight. Because he was saying that there's going to be, we need to agree on one token that we're going to transact. At MadHive, we actually completely disagree with that. We're going for the multi-chain system, where you're atomically swapping for many or 5 or 10. Because one thing I think we kind of come to a realization of is that there will not be one token. Do not believe that. If you want one token, it's called US. That's the only thing that everyone will agree on. After that, it's kind of anyone's guess.
I think I've left many.
Yeah, go for it.
Well,